All right, my people. Since I'm already up and relaxing and, I just figured I'll just keep recording. I went in a consignment shop today and I found this used book, one of the best books I've read before in my life. And I can always still remember when Chinua Achebe, right? And he's an Igbo man from Nigeria. Things Fall Apart tells two intertwining stories, both centering on Okonkwo, a strong man of an Igbo village in Nigeria. The first, a powerful fable of the immemorial conflict between the individual and society, traces Okonkwo's fall from grace with the tribal world. The second, as modern as the first, is ancient, concerns the clash of cultures and the destruction of Okonkwo's world with the arrival of aggressive European missionaries. These perfectly harmonized twin dramas are informed by an awareness capable of encompassing at once the life of nature, human history, and the mysterious compulsions of the soul. Now, this book, oh my God, I remember when I was standing outside of the shrine of Black Madonna and talking to a friend of mine from Liberia. His name was Deegan Balian, and my friend Peaches Morgan, she's from Jamaica. And they were like, have you never read this book? You never read this book before? And I said, no, I never heard of it. We're like, oh my God, you got to read that book. Well, I read this book, and that was a long time ago. I don't, let's just give it, I don't know, let's give it about almost 20 years ago, not as long as most people. Some people say they read this book like, when they was a kid. And I said, this book stayed with me. I mean, to this day, I still feel like it's true. A Conquo's worst nightmare. It's upon us. It's what we're experiencing. And how do we reverse it? How do we reverse it? Because, I mean, our elder and ancestor wrote this book in such a way where you were in the village. It was so serious that, let me see, how many years after I read this book, I met someone and they were a friend of mine's, and they were from Nigeria. And they were going to Nigeria for vacation. And I said, okay, when you come back, bring me some cola nuts, bring me some cowrie shells, and bring me some shea butter. And he said it was really hard for him to find cowrie shells. Now, the cowrie shells he bought were the real deal, I could tell. They were rough. They were not smoothed out and, shellac and finishing on it like the ones that we have over here sometimes. And then the kola nut, I don't think it was dried out yet, but I believe the ones that I buy now, I buy fresh ones, right? I don't buy them often, but I do have some. I even ran into some today in the cupboard that I forgot I had, but they're still soft, but they've turned green. So, and he bought me the shea butter. So, but it was so serious that I was like, I need some cola nuts and I need some cowrie shells. So, yeah, no matter what I do, I can't run away from what's attractive inside of me, right? And that is the call of my ancestors. They're always calling me to something else. They're always pulling me towards something else. So I was able to pinpoint this book in very record time. And there was another book that I pinpointed that was about Liberia's civil war. So anyway, I'm 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 gonna read this book again. Of course, some of the Igbo names I have a little difficulty with because but I'm sure I can do better now. It didn't even matter that I couldn't pronounce certain words. I still soaked up this whole entire book. It didn't stop me from. So I'm going to read it again because it's been a while since I read it, but the plot forever stays with me because it's something that I believe things really happen. They fell apart. So I just wanted to share that with you this evening, and I hope you enjoyed that. Go pick up a copy. Peace and love. Thank you. Yeah.